Hey everyone, welcome back. I've dealt with that stupid glitch. Returned where we left off. I would recommend for a system getting through this, just be careful going through all those. Just step on one pipe at a time if you can.
It's nothing personal. Please just lie down.
There! That's the one that did it!
Lucky strike.
Sorry.
The Jolly Broly. Yeah, it's very jolly today, isn't it?
Please don't struggle. Phrenology? Was that supposed to be ironic?
Who knows? Can't like the design there, to be honest. Very contrastable. I don't know if that's even a word I just said, but anyway.
I thought you were only supposed to give someone a piece of your mind. God.
Yeah, no, that is ironic.
Is that an original?
Sergeant! Sergeant!
Did you know half your workers are unconscious?
The fumes issue will resolve itself. Look, I'm very busy recalculating the brominating reaction so it is non-explosive. Unless you've got a magic formula for synthesizing joy out of bleach, whiskey and saltpeter, get out!
You're planning to lobotomize the people of Wellington Wells, aren't you?
Lobotomize is a rather inflammatory metaphor, but yes, I have been asked to synthesize something stronger and more permanent than joy. Who are you?
If you force people to have the emotions you want, then you've turned them into robots made out of meat.
And what do you think you are now? You are just the sum of the neuropeptides swirling in your bloodstream. You see, the current Downer outbreak is just a mass chemical imbalance. But I believe I can adjust the internal hormonal settings so the people stay happy no matter what.
You can't do that.
No
They
thanks.
told the Wright brothers they couldn't fly, but they did.
You can't do that.
Oh, my lord. You're that Downer they've been warning us about.
I'm actually just here for a bottle of cod liver oil.
What makes you think I'll give it to you?
This bottle of your new formula. If I smash it and you breathe the fumes, will it make you happy forever and always?
You mustn't. It makes the patient insane. Ha! Now you can't move until I take my hand off this button. Oh, shit.
Now, where's the bloody cod liver oil Sally wanted? This is the cleanest office I've ever seen. Where does he hide his junk? I wonder if he has a secret lair. He's just the sort who would.
Yeah, I agree. Good. Right, let's fly down this list. Excuse me. June 12, 50. Sir, as you know, our citizens have become quite dispirited due to some unfortunate incidents during the war. I believe your laboratory could be of service in restoring morale. On examining the German camp, we discovered that German soldiers were given fatigue pills that contained amphetamines and opioids, which contributed greatly to their esprit de corps. Esprit de corps. Excuse me. It turns out that their men were able to punch through our lines again and again, and we were wondering how it was they were never seeming to sleep. I believe the answer to our problems may be chemical. I believe you might be the hero we need now. I am aware that this will inconvenience your research, but as that other great Napoleon fighter said, England expects that every man will do his duty. That's a rather brash way of putting it, I think. Somewhat. Pledge enjoy request. Dear Anton, my workers seem to have received a weak batch of joy. That is, it makes them half as joy. Unfortunately, this makes them just as foggy. As a result, we've been doubling up on joy. This is making them rather too foggy to work. They no longer remember to put on the gas mask. Half our glee club has gone on holiday as from taking on mass sing. Right. Blah 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 blah. The old same old, same old. What's this button?
I'm in a haunted house movie.
Not quite. Ah, Sally.
Listen, Sally Boyle's going to come live with us for a bit.
Sally Boyle? Why?
Because her mum poisoned the whole bloody rest of her family, Arthur. And because we've got a spare bed in the attic now till Percy comes back from Germany. She's your age, you know.
She's an idiot.
Well then, you two should get along beautifully.
Chemistry questions. Dear Dr. Verloc, thank you so much for showing me your laboratory when I visited with Mr. Adams. As you can imagine, I was very excited for a girl from a small chemist's shop. Ah, so he was from the apothecary. Adams. Anyway, I myself have been trained to become a chemist and have learned pretty much everything Mr. Adams has to teach me. I wonder if I might come by your laboratory sometime to ask you about more advanced chemistry questions. It would be such a privilege to learn from a really advanced scientist. Sally Boyle. Ah.
Dr. Verloc seems to be quite the collector. Where's the fucking cod liver oil?
Ah, decent music. How about that? Harry planted Gannett or planted Jeanette. See what happens.
The King of X! The King of X! The King of X!
Don't laugh, Arthur. Don't laugh.
Harry Hathworth. Oh, wow. Oh dear. Gemma Olsen. Oh, she escaped. Tempted to bribe caretaker with sexual favours. Meals denied as punishment. Okay. So either she escaped back to that place, back to the office, or she's gone here and just escaped in general. Dr. Hathworth. From Verloc to Bing. I hope that you will not think a mere research chemist is out of line in contacting you, but I am frankly concerned about Dr. Hathworth. Despite Joy's great success, he has begun allocating resources towards his study of phrenology, a laughable, discredited 19th century pseudoscience. Indeed, he talks a little else when he thinks no one can hear him. I'm not suggesting he's actually sabotaging the factory. The recent shortages are the result of mix-ups that anyone could have made. But I know you share my concern about the importance of our work to Wellington Wells. And he won't listen to me or anybody else. What do you recommend we do? Cod liver oil!
And thank you, Sally, for another wonderful adventure.
Short spike. Shocker, I can always use more of those. Excellent. New secretary recommendations. To the new secretary, I hope you have better success in this job than I did. You should know that Dr. V is most insistent that all traces of a certain woman be expunged from the laboratory. If you ask me, she who must not be named was the brains behind this whole operation. It hasn't been the same since she left. Dr. V will ask you for information that is in her notes, but you can't give him one of her notes. Oh no, or else she'll be sacked like me. I've hidden her papers in the storage room and the computer room, which used to be her office, so you can get them without his knowing. It's complicated, but I'm pretty sure you'll manage. Good luck, Betty. P.S. Dr. Verk also gets his knickers in a knot if he snips some of his good scotch. Just a word to the wise.
This doesn't look like where the pills go out. What's going on this conveyor belt? Possibly me.
Well, there's no other way out that I can see.
Oh.
So nothing here about any notes yet? Okay. Ah, this is that place we came when we came through, wasn't it? That's why we're not doing those tests. That's right. Oh yeah, we'll need our gas mask again.
That smells awful. This is where they flushed the chemicals.
Save quickly. No, we won't take it. We don't need it, frankly.
Drain? To where? The river? Should be a way out. If I don't mind poisoning the river. Not that anything's alive in it now.
True. I search everyone that's down here.
Did they fall in? Or were they pushed? Or were they flushed?
Nope. Nope, we don't need that either.
A hatch. Lovely. I've never seen so many hatches in my entire life.
Let's get the hell out of here. Without any luck, we can get there before midnight. Right, we'll use fast travel to make all this a hell of a lot easier. Oh, I completely forgot. There's something we actually needed to do before that. I'll see. Otherwise, we'll do that, then we'll do the other thing. So, I need to go back to the newspaper office.
But old Under hasn't changed since old George V.
Okay, now that's... Oh, okay, so we're doing... Now, when I started the game, you all saw that you should not need to feed or to drink water. That didn't count on easy. Now it's saying I'm hungry. You work that out. That means the settings have changed when I never changed them whatsoever. How glitchy is the game now, do you reckon, eh? Massively, as far as I'm concerned. Excuse me. That's why I put pie. Not gonna bother the rest. Frankly, I can't be bothered. Now, which one are we in? Is the newspaper office around here by any chance? Oh, it is! Perfect. Right, so we'll do that. Kill two birds with one stone. Second left should be.
Shit.
Yes, it is.
My God. It's all boarded up. What happened? I'll have to break in somehow. Maybe I can find some answers inside, if I can get in somehow. I just want you to know that I appreciate what you do.
Oh, touched. Truly, truly.
You get away from there, or I'm calling the police. Ugh.
Now they can't get in.
Ransacked the place. I hope Mrs. Oliphant got away.
We'll soon find out. Oh, stop trying to chase me. You can't get in anyway.
You mustn't go around publishing the truth. What will people think? Is that some sort of secret door? How do I open it?
Okay. Now, it got to the point where I actually had to look this up. Verloc looking for permanent solution. You've got to read it vertically.
It's in some sort of code. I don't think that's Gemma's handwriting.
Okay. Way to work this out is, see these pictures? The correlating coloured statues there, they have to be facing the way that the picture is. So if the cat's facing towards the door, for example, that's the way you turn it. Black is facing to the left. I think it's that one. Oh God. Hang on a minute. Oh Jesus, come on. Oh, does that mean it has to be facing in, does it? Cat's facing this. Ooh, that doesn't look black, I can't bloody tell. I'm pretty sure it has to be facing that way. So that would mean that... Nope. Okay, the cat has to be facing this way. Black one... That... Oh God, now I'm totally confused. What the... Oh, come on. I got this the first time when I looked at this puzzle. What the hell? Okay. That must be... What the hell? Oh God, hang on a minute. That cat be facing that way. Nope. Oh, for God's sake, come on. Right, well, that was more difficult than it should have been. Anyway, worked it out.
So this is where she published the unpleasant issue.
Okay, the Au Courant. This is the secret issue. Inventory. Now I don't know whether this is just random people from the credits or whether it's actually people in the game. I don't know. Inventory expansion. Okay, Article 1. The Au Courant has been monitoring Uncle Jack's recent shows and found that all episodes of his live broadcasts are actually repeats. For example, 3 times in the past month, Uncle Jack has read us the same bedtime story of Pied Piper. Twice, his cooking show That Tastes Delicious, What Is It?, has featured the episode about things you can eat that aren't really food. The repeat episodes raising a troubling question: where is Uncle Jack if he's not in the studio? Is he still alive, or a downer? Has he gone on holiday, as we like to say when you're talking about someone dying? When was his last live show? There. Reporters have attempted to contact the executive committee in this regard, but the EC. Number 2. Joy quality plunging. Since 1951, citizens of Wellington Wells have relied on Hathworth Labs' Joy to avoid melancholy. Recently, however, the joy coming out of Hathworth Labs appears to have plunged in quality. Some of it is weak. Some of it has peculiar effects, causing some citizens to find that they can no longer take joy and become downers against their will. If you feel like you might possibly have fewer neighbours, you might be right. The Garden District population has swelled. Several property citizens reporting odd side effects from joy have received letters inviting them to take part in a clinical study at Hathworth Labs. None of them have been seen since. Years ago, Harry Hathworth cautioned that the village would eventually run out of the raw chemicals stock needed to create joy. These stocks were left by the Germans after victory. Concerning the nature of the victory, see Victory, page 8. The Special Au Courant investigation reveals that the Hathworth Labs has now exhausted its supply of these stocks. Currently, joy appears to be made using substitute ingredients derived from local flowers and fauna. There are rumors that Dr. Verloc has a permanent solution in the works. He refuses to discuss what this might be, but in any event, his credibility is probably not very good, to be honest. Number 3. Foggy Jack is a real killer. How often as curfew hour approaches do we Wellies joke, "Go inside or Foggy Jack will get you"? The Au Courant believes our legendary boogeyman is actually a real person and a real murderer. A number of citizens have gone missing after a walk in the fog at night. In the past year, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride and Catherine Eddowes were all found to have gone on holiday after venturing out after curfew in thick fog. Their holiday announcements were all claimed to have been carelessly running with scissors. Right, yeah, of course. At the time of their deaths. In fact, their bodies were hacked to bits. The Au Courant can now report. In addition, the missing Marys, Mary Jane Kelly and Mary Ann Nichols, whose return from Gibraltar we have been told to expect, were also last seen on the evening of a pea super. They were found to have been hacked to pieces. It is unclear whether the constabulary is actually investigating Foggy Jack, as they literally laughed at this reporter when they asked about him. Now, if I recall correctly, I'm probably wrong, but it does point when I say the Marys, is, I believe, in reference to either possibly Jack the Ripper, but definitely And even Assassin's Creed Syndicate, I believe, even Chapman, Stride, and Edos. I believe that's a reference to a mission there. I could be wrong. I don't think they actually had anything to do with the game, Gearbox Publishing, but it's curious where you get that deja vu from. At least that's what I find. Article 4. Molten explosion in Scargill Mine. Train track severely damaged. Last week, citizens in the vicinity of the village's main molten facility noticed a loud explosion. Authorities were quick to announce that no explosion had taken place. However, the entrance to Appleholme Station was immediately closed and has remained closed ever since. Moreover, this report observed toxic fumes rising from the train station. Authorities refused to speculate what effects this might have on a molten pumping station, on which all our mechanical devices depend. A secondary concern is the village's transportation system. Despite documented warnings by engineering staff, Scargill Mining dug its tunnels directly beneath the train tracks that led to Britannia Bridge. Although these tracks are not currently being used, the damage means they will not be usable in the future, which will make it more difficult for citizens, basically, to leave. Yeah, really convenient. Okay, bridge trade has ceased. Authorities have promised that shipments of vegetables and meat will revive shortly, but an Okoront investigation has revealed that trade has utterly stopped over the Britannia Bridge. It is difficult to obtain explanations why, but there is some evidence that Wellington Wells is no longer has anything that the few remaining farmers on the outskirts of the former suburbs want. This reporter found a note from one would-be outside trader. "You're bonkers! I offered to trade a cow for a silk parachute." "Okay. To make a tent, but you gave me a fancy silk suit instead." "How that expletive deleted? Do I find a roof out of insults deleted?" A survey of the village's food gardens reveals that almost all are growing the ornamental flowers. It is unclear if there is any food coming into Wellington Wells at all, which means that the food supply will soon inevitably most likely end. And the last one, where is it? "Dear reader, we at the Okoront owe you, our readers, an apology. For 15 years we've concealed and softened the real news of Wellington Wells to avoid making people unhappy. We did not want to be responsible for anyone becoming a downer, but we do have a civic responsibility to tell the truth. And we are telling it now, knowing full well that this may be our last issue of the Okoront. Margaret Oliphant, Editor. Truth is beauty. That's all you need to know." I suppose so. Certainly one good point of view anyway. Alright. Let's go and hand Sally her what she wants. But the quickest way there is actually going this way. Turn right, and then it should be on the left.
Wrong will almost never kill you, as long as you mix it in with lots of good stuff. Just eat a little at first, and if it doesn't upset your stomach, eat a little bit more the next time. Soon you'll be chowing down like a cow. You're not a cow.
Get out, or I'll make you get out.
Oh, thanks.
After nearly getting me killed, she better have my bloody letter of transit.
So?
I agree.
Sally? Salamander?
If she's not here, I swear to God I'll kill her.
Hi.
I got it. Your precious cod liver oil.
Oh, you're a lifesaver.
It's a bloody souvenir.
God, it's awful.
Have you got my letter of transit then?
Arthur, we're practically the only two people in this entire city not stoned out of our minds on joy. How are you holding up?
What do you care?
How are you going to get out?
Why won't you just give me the fucking letter of transit? Oh, it's always what you want. Always what you need. Every little Sally whim. Bloody cod liver oil.
Do you really think I'm that awful?
What, just because you fucked my dad while you were living in our house, in my mum's bed?
Oh dear.
I'm sorry.
Look, I don't hate you. In the strangest way, you're completely innocent. You're practically the only one I know who is.
It's on the dresser there.
Are you going to be okay? I could take you with me.
Really?
We have to go now. The joy's gone bad. It's going crazy out
I
there.
can't go right now.
Why? Oh, God. No.
It's not simple.
It never is.
We'll have to wait till dawn.
No, that's crazy. I can't. Oh, you shouldn't have asked for that ridiculous cod liver oil.
Look, there's something I haven't been entirely straight with you about.
It's just self-preservation, Sally. No hard feelings. Do you think she really meant it? Like kiss and all? What if I went back and said, yes, yes, I'll take you, and they lived happily ever after? No! A girl like that shipwrecks, and the next day she's drinking margaritas under palm trees and you'll suffer for shocks. That is it. Never again.
Excuse me. Okay, we're gonna wait till we've got enough for this one, and if we have the points, we'll get that eventually. I am an awful person, but what should I have done? Should I have turned around and said, "Oh yes, I will, yes, come with me, we'll go at dawn, whatever you say"? I always used to wonder, if I'd run out the door after her that day, what would have happened to us? Would we still be friends? Or was the magical in my head? Who am I kidding? 16-year-old me would never have had the courage to leave home. And here I am, running out the door when she wants to come out with. When she wants to... Hang on. And here I am, running out the door when she wants to come with. Not entirely unlike what I did to Percy. I wonder what lies I'm telling myself about her later. Am I really doing this for Percy? Or is this just another convenient lie? Because I needed a reason to go off Joy. Because I needed a reason to go off Joy? And he was the only one I could come up with? What if she is utterly sincere? What if she honestly does want me, and love me, and need me? Do I have utterly no faith left in anyone? And she'd survive and I'd get killed. A girl like her shipwrecks, and the next day she's drinking margaritas on the palm trees. Yours truly a shark bait. I just can't. Sorry. Hey, got that letter of transit. Excellent. And on that note, we will end this part here. In my other playthrough, I've got finally through the parade. I need to do some things. Because there's actually, you're gonna surprise. There's surprisingly not much to do in the next. Well, there's a couple of things, but there's only one main hatch. You've got a few things to do, so yeah. Next time we'll be going to the parade, and you'll see what I'm referring to. See you then.